6:40 in the morning, just uploaded FTV Live. Rory and I are off on his daily walk. He's right there. And then we're gonna go get some breakfast. Rory, there's a gator in the pond. Let's go. Rory and I are Panera Bread, having some whole wheat toast with peanut butter. Rory doesn't eat the toast, but he does eat the peanut butter. Right, bub? Rory and I are back in the car, headed back to the studio. I think it's time to do a little question and answer.
Everybody's got a question on their mind, so now it's time.
Okay, before we get started on the question and answer, I keep getting told that I forget to ask people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which you can do by clicking on the YouTube down there, opening up in YouTube and subscribing, and also hitting the thumbs up button. So you got to subscribe and like, and because I keep forgetting to tell you to do that, we have a little sign. Hey Scott, did you work in Columbus? If so, which station, and are you a true Buckeyes fan? I did not work in Columbus. I was born in Columbus. I went to school in Ohio, but I never worked at a TV station in Columbus or even in the state of Ohio. And as to whether I'm a true Buckeyes fan or not, let's see if this helps answer your question. This right here is my workout area. And I think you can tell that, yes, I'm a true Buckeyes fan. Question number 2. For those of us that have reluctantly left the news business, what words of wisdom do you have, since you have done it somewhat successfully and still being heavily involved in the business? And how did you come to your decision? First of all, I love the fact that you consider me somewhat successful. Basically, I was working at a granite station, and one day my boss called myself and 12 other people in and told us that we were being laid off. Now, if you back up 5 years prior to that, prior to being called into that corner office, I was working at WPXI in Pittsburgh, and I would sit on the internet and I would say, there's got to be a way to make a viable business on the internet. And that was kind of my dream. Interestingly enough, the same day I got laid off, the very next day, I got a phone call from somebody offering me a news director job. I would have had to pick up and move, but hey, it was a job. So I kind of had to make that decision. Do I want to take this job and continue to do what I've been doing, or do I want to pursue my dream? There's a saying that I like to live by, which is you can't steal second base if you don't take your foot off first base. And for me, I had to decide if I was going to take my foot off first base and try and steal second. In other words, was I going to pursue my dream, or was I going to go back into TV news? So I decided to make this move to the internet. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't really have a business plan, but I came up with an idea, and it was trial and error. And I tried to pursue it, and, eventually it worked out. I always like to say it only took me 13 years to become an overnight success. In the beginning, it was lean times. Probably like anybody starting a business. I mean, you have to be ready to sacrifice. And I was ready to sacrifice to pursue my dream. And I urge each one of you to do the same thing. Question number 3. Why do you wear sunglasses all the time? Well, you know what? It's running a little low on time. I'll get to that in the next question and answer, maybe. So, hey, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and thanks for stopping by, and I'll see y'all later.